Stop it. Welcome to Lift Your Leg. This is Monique Anstey from The Naughty Dog in Victoria, BC, author of As a Dog Thinketh.
And Jill Brown from Calgary, Alberta, the bag lady.
Tonight, we are doing a quick podcast on fireworks and how to manage it with your dog. This is something that everybody struggles with their dog. And generally, if they haven't yet struggled with it, they're going to create a massive issue that they're then going to have to face for the rest of their dog's life. Rule number one.
If you haven't dealt with it yet, you will in the future.
Exactly. And on firework events, leave your dog home. Don't feel a need to take your dog out to firework events. These aren't military dogs that are used to gunfire and hearing that bang, bang, bang. These are your sweet little pet dogs that barely let you cut their toenails. Leave them home.
Even the gun dogs that are used to gunshots, fireworks are so much different with the bang and then that weird kind of stuff that goes on. It will freak out a lot of the really stable dogs. Even those that are used to the gunshot means a bird's coming down. Then you've got all of that weird stuff coming along with it. It doesn't go over well.
Leave them home. Your dogs don't need to attend everything with you. I have dogs and I want to include them in everything in my life. I really do. And it's hard to have a life that doesn't include my dogs because I have too many dogs. Then they just get left out and forgotten. So I really understand this point. But then it means don't go to firework events. Or if you really do want to go, run your dogs far while it's daylight hours, then leave them home. Put on a war movie so they're used to the clanging and banging and go out. But do not take them with you. Even if your young dog is totally stable, if you keep taking him, he won't be stable for long.
Yeah, that's a good way to ruin their stability.
And I see so many of my clients like, oh, he loves it. He will for year one, is doubtful he will for year two. Maybe it's possible if his temperament is genetically amazing. But by year three, he's going to be piddling in your back laundry room and you won't be able to drag him out that door. Leave him home. Don't create an issue where you don't need to have one. Now, on this note, as I say this, we have a place up north. And up north, fireworks are more unpredictable than they are where I live down south. And our place up north is like living in a tin can. So any sounds from the outside just vibrate through our entire house. And we all wake up. Like if there's fireworks up there, I feel like I'm in a war zone. I avoid July the 1st and any other firework events when I'm up there. I drive back south. Now, as I say that, I realize how fortunate I sound by just saying that out loud. And I'm lucky because that is a secondary place where we get to go vacation. So I don't have to be there. If I did have to be there, I would be stuffing cotton wool in every single dog's ear that I own. And I would have my war movies cranked so loud that they wouldn't hear a single firework outside.
Yeah. And even if you don't have the war movies, just the TV on loud.
I think just TV, though, they need that banging. Or shoes in the dryer accomplish the same.
Yep.
But make something be banging in your house so they're not just hearing that boom from outside.
Yeah.
Or in the case of Jill,
well, I thought that was a pretty good impression.
It's very good. Harry just got up and decided to nudge me for that. He didn't like my whistle. He thought that was disturbing.
The lights as well. Oftentimes when the fireworks in the community I'm in, they have fireworks a number of times around the lake. And I'm already in bed when they start to go off.
What time is that? 7:30?
Ooh, shush. It's dark out and it's summertime, so it's later than that.
8:30.
But we can be in bed and the fireworks will create light in the bedroom, which is enough to weird the dogs out as well. So having your lights on when the fireworks are going off is better than trying to make it quiet and dark like a lot of people think.
I'm going to sound like an anti-dog person right here because I'm about to say this out loud, and know your audience is a key theme here, especially when you're doing podcasts. And I'm about to go against that. But I don't like fireworks. My sheep don't like fireworks. My dogs don't like fireworks. Therefore, I don't like fireworks. However, children love them. So just because my dogs don't like them, my sheep don't like them, doesn't mean that I have to be that nasty person on Facebook putting up all the signs of "Don't terrify the dogs of your neighborhood on this firework day." Instead, let the kids enjoy their fireworks and make sure you have safeguards in place for your animals. So, my dogs have cotton wool in their ears if needed. I'm going to have my war movies. And if it's a community like where I live now, they're super good about making it just the 1 or 2 days a year that we have to go through this. Therefore, I need to suck it up and just let my neighborhood kids all enjoy this day. I can't take away their joy. My dogs don't like it. That's not fair. Let them have their fun. It's not all about me and my indulged dogs. It should be, but it's not.
It should be, but it isn't. I agree with you, but I get angry when people just randomly start setting off fireworks, which
I
happens
do
in my
too.
community. Like
And
if it's a like a Canada Day or Stampede where I am, or for some reason they celebrate the end of summer here. I don't know why that is.
because you're coming back from Port Alice, they're welcoming you back, Jill.
No, I'm like, who wants to celebrate the end of summer?
They
No,
do because you're coming back to Calgary.
no. At any rate, those ones that are advertised, I can deal with. If I need to, I can drive out of town
I agree.
till the fireworks are over. But when I'm sitting here watching TV and all of a sudden they just start going off,
It's quite horrifying.
that's unfair. Yeah.
I agree. I agree. But I think in the process, though, we've all become so anti-firework, we've forgotten the kids that love it.
Yeah. And I
And
mean,
we and
I'm
we
the
have to
same way.
bring that tolerance back while realizing the needs of our dogs in the same process. And don't get me wrong, trust me, I'm for my dogs. I'll go a bit postal for my dogs. But
I love the fireworks, and I used to love a really wicked thunderstorm. Thunder and
yeah,
lightning. It's not so bad now, but the last dog that I lost was horrifically terrified of thunder and lightning. So every time the gray clouds rolled in, it was anxiety for everyone involved.
what I have heard about that, and I don't know if this is true or not, so you're going to have to experiment for me, is that it's the static from that storm.
Mm,
So if you have like a bounce dryer sheet on them, it takes away the static.
I've heard that it's a grounding issue, so I bought a rubber mat that they could be on so it would be less. There are a lot of dogs that will go into the bathroom and try to
Yeah.
tuck in behind the toilet,
Yeah.
which is supposed to be a big grounded area. My dogs definitely were less concerned about the thunder and lightning if they were in the car, which was obviously on rubber for the
Yeah.
tires. The bounce sheet I've not heard of before. And the two that I have now are not terrified of the thunderstorms. So I can't test it out for you, and I hope I don't have to.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a lot of theories behind that.
And a lot of it is literally theories. And the best advice we can possibly give is if you have the opportunity to have your dogs around a geriatric deaf dog, take it.
Yes.
There is nothing better than a geriatric deaf dog who's, nothing bothers me now.
Yep.
You need that dog. It will, any of your young dogs are like, we're a little bit unsure. They'll go around that dog and just chill. They'll totally chill. That old deaf dog will teach your dogs more than any medication from your vet, any war movies, any buffering or training that you can do
Yep.
will be way outdone by borrowing a geriatric deaf dog.
Yep. Agreed.
They should be rented out this time of year
They really should be.
for a huge fee. Like, I'll pay huge amounts. I'll board your deaf dog. Please go to Tokyo for a month. Super. Like, I'll do it free of charge. People need to do that. Borrow a deaf dog.
Yeah.
It will teach your dog everything they need to know in not responding.
Yeah.
And it will stick with them too, long beyond the years that dog is gone.
Nothing to worry about.
And that's the power of latent learning right there. They will learn way more from that dog than they will from any more of your conditioning and all the other stuff that you're going to do. That dog will teach them way more and it will stick with them longer.
If you can manage to get your hands on them, definitely. I have tried.
I can lend you Kate.
Right. There are other issues that come with Kate.
There might be other issues that will overpower that one, but she's deaf. She won't respond to fireworks.
Well, there you go. I have tried thunder shirts with mine.
Yeah. Do they work?
They helped.
It's the anti-static in them. So it's the dry sheet syndrome of thunder shirts that helps.
Mine were just a tight t-shirt that was more like a...
If they were official thunder shirts, they have the anti-static.
No, they were official thunder shirts, but they're just snug and it's...
Yep.
What I was sold on was it was just a...
wrap.
A wrap, more like a Tellington Touch or a kid being swaddled.
Yeah.
It did help. It didn't make it go away.
Yeah.
But it was much better than without it, for sure.
The best thing I have learned, and I can't remember who told me this, and I feel terrible for not giving them credit, was put your shoes in the dryer. So they're just hearing your shoes clatter around in the dryer.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's a lifesaver.
Yeah.
It makes it all go away. Because the dryer is sporadic with the bump, bump, bump as it rolls your shoes around. It will outdo your fireworks. It's a super fix.
Yes, it's definitely going to take care of the booms of the fireworks. It's not going to take care of the whistles.
I've never even heard the whistles, you crazy lady.
You clearly have not been around fireworks then.
Oh, no, I have. But I haven't had a dog with firework issues, so I haven't become that aware of the little details. I've been fortunate to keep it at bay, so I'm not yet in tune with all the little finicky, minute details that one learns once they have an issue.
I also recently had fireworks going around in my community, and I was watching them through the window. And the dogs weren't bothered by them until one of them came up and could see it. But there was no noise that they could hear, but they could see these weird flashes and spiraling things in the air. And the visual bothered them.
I've always wondered, though, countries like Italy that banned the sound attached, so they still get the lights, but there's no boom.
You can't not have a boom when you're lighting them with... It's fire.
They've silenced them. They remove the dynamite part of the boom.
But then you don't have fireworks. Things don't explode into the air without a propulsion.
I'm not a physicist. I'm absolutely cannot have this conversation because I'll just sound completely illiterate.
You'd have to have somebody pulling back a really strong...
Italy made them silent. Italy made them silent. So I've heard.
I'm going to have to Google that.
You are, before you make me sound stupid on air. So if Italy made them silent, do we actually think animals still respond to the lights? And I'm going to say no.
They might if they see...
But I have no idea because I don't know any of this. This is foreign to me.
I'm gonna
now I have to go to Italy for a firework event and have it as a business write-off. This is educational now. Want to come with me, Jill?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I sense a weekend in Venice. Courtesy of the naughty dog.
Exactly. Silent fireworks.
This is how business write-offs come about.
Are fireworks silent in Italy? All fireworks displays must be quiet since 2015.
Oh, I'm so clever.
I'm not reading any further. It might still be hooey. Are there fireworks with no sound? Strobes are another example of silent fountain fireworks. Oh, okay. So they might just be using strobe
So
lights.
there's no.
Well, it's probably not actually explosive fireworks. It's like strobe lights.
No, they have fireworks still, I think, but maybe it's a difference in semantics once you cross languages.
Maybe.
Some drone display being called a firework display. Sorry, no offense to drones. Drones are good. I
Don't
like drones.
don't want to offend a drone.
I sense an Italy trip in our future.
Sure.
Research needed.
Yeah, that works for me. Do we have anything
Anyone need to hire me
else?
as future dog trainer? I have a trip to pay for. 2 trips, actually.
2 trips. Where are you off to the second one?
I have to pay for your way too, don't I?
Oh, yes.
This isn't a solo trip. Anyone else want to come under the context of learning about dog training and science and fireworks? Silent fireworks and how they affect animals. Maybe we could write this up for research.
I bet you could.
I might have to refine my writing and remove my swearing.
Maybe.
Just a little. Lisa, want to come to Venice with us? Actually, I'd rather go somewhere else. I've been to Venice. Lisa, take us somewhere in Italy that we can do this. She'll be on it.
What
We're
could
good.
possibly go wrong?
Nothing with Lisa. Lisa's super. Thank you, Lisa. We're waiting patiently. All right. Anything else about fireworks? Leave your dogs home. Oh, I think what we failed to mention here was we discussed war movies, leave them home. If in doubt, medicate.
Yep.
I am not a medication person. You will never hear me speaking of medication. Generally, like behavior modification and dogs I'm getting in for training, I'm getting them off meds.
Yeah.
I don't want to work with a dog on medication. However, everything has its time and place.
Yeah.
Fireworks is one of those moments. So if I have a dog that is fearful of fireworks, I'm going to preemptively put them on medication so I can just mitigate my damage.
Yeah.
If they're not on medication, they're going to become so fearful of noises and they're going to generalize that sound of fireworks to everything, like a car backfiring,
Yeah.
then a smoke alarm. It's just going to go on and on until you have a dog that you can't take out in public. So don't sit on this. If you have a dog that worries about fireworks now, get medication so it doesn't become a dog that's terrified of fireworks now and then worried about everything else. That's the best bit of advice I can possibly give people.
You can also start with something, grabbing it out of my memory, Rescue Remedy.
If they're already scared of fireworks, Rescue Remedy isn't going to be enough.
If they're just learning it, it might be.
Okay.
It's something that you could start with, and if it doesn't work, then you can increase to prescription drugs.
I would say for that, have your prescription drug on hand. Already have talked to your vet. Then try your Rescue Remedy, and you're like, don't know if this is going to be enough, and then give the prescription med before the fear response takes place. Because once that fear response takes place, it's going to take over. It's going to change your dog's brain forever for the future. And it is so hard to change it back once it's gone there.
It's awful. I will say, though, when you were talking about an older deaf dog being the godsend,
yes,
the opposite is an issue as well. Because my old dog was terrified of thunder and fireworks, which Sizzle picked up on. And now that my old dog is gone, Sizzle could care less about thunderstorms.
Wow.
Fireworks are nothing. The smoke detector she'll still react to it, but what she does is she runs and grabs her pineapple and wants to go outside, because if something's burning, she's just going to say for pineapple.
Her upside down pineapple, because you're a swinger, Jill?
She's a swinger, not me.
Okay, just clarifying.
But yeah, her panic has completely gone away.
Did I just completely change your summers in Port Alice with that comment?
I don't know what you've done. Did you completely change my summer in Port Alice because you said something about a pineapple?
Oh yeah, the upside down pineapple and you being a swinger.
Nobody in Port Alice knows about pineapples.
But everyone now that listens to our podcast does.
But they're not in Port Alice.
Hey guys, if you want to have a fun summer, go to Port Alice in July and August with Jill.
And you can watch
Likes
my
upside
dog.
down pineapples.
You can watch my dog run around with her upside down pineapple.
So much so that Haley made her a nice sticker for her door.
It's not on
Of
my
her
car
bedroom
yet.
in Port Alice.
Thanks, Haley.
Thanks, Haley. And if you forgot to put it on your door, I can put it up there for you.
Oh no, I have it in my car.
I'll be up there soon. Is it on your car door or just in your car under your
It's
visor?
in my car, in the door.
Okay, I'll install it on your bedroom door.
Yeah, no.
Jill and her upside down pineapples.
You know that would be an unwise thing to start.
Oh, it will be a fun summer for Jill.
Huh?
Anything else, dear? Thank you. I have enjoyed my 2 glasses of wine while I've talked to you tonight.
As have I.
We ask everyone to please share. And
Follow.
thank you. Please share us with your friends. It's the only way we're going to get known and heard. Thank you for listening to us. It's not even a Friday night. Tonight is a Monday night. We're slugging it through for you guys.
Way to go, because now how am I going to say?
Well, don't we say see you next Tuesday anyway, even though we say it's been a fun Friday night.
Well, it's been a fun Monday night. See you next Tuesday. Bye.
Bye, Wrench.